At the recent Kids Read Comics event, we talked to writer Paul D. Storrie about Moonstone Books' Sheena, Queen of the Jungle for the Comics Continuum TV series. Here's the complete interview. So tell us about Sheena, Queen of the Jungle.
Well, it's interesting. This is a re-envisioning of Sheena by screenwriter Steven D'Souza, who a lot of people know as the die-hard screenwriter. He kind of brought her up to date, transported her from Africa to South America. So we have different cultural touchstones, different mythology, different creatures to kind of interact with. And she's as a child, her parents were in a plane crash. She was the only survivor, and she was raised by the local population, a local tribe. And when she's kind of rediscovered as a teenager or teen 20, she has to kind of try and fit into the modern world and get acclimated. So she's a little bit of a fish out of water. She does have sort of a secret identity as Rachel Cardwell, the kind of Paris Hilton type heiress. Carries around a little monkey instead of carrying around a dog. But the first story is actually the Return of the Jaguar Men, which Sheena had the leopard men were a constant enemy in previous incarnations because of the transfer to South America. It's the Jaguar Men. So that's the 3-issue story arc dealing with ancient races, ancient technologies, lycanthropes in the form of jaguar men, and a whole lot of kind of gun-happy hunters who are after Sheena's jaguar because they think he's doing the killing that the jaguar men are actually doing. So.
Sounds like a wonderful story. Did you have fun doing like all of the research and all of the character writing for that?
It was really fun. Now, Steven Souza and his son David did the first issue script, which I then did some editing, tweaking to kind of help it fit it into make it easier to draw, because I've been doing comics a lot longer. And then David provided the plots, but yeah, interacting with them and then doing my own research on South America. It was a lot of fun, and also Sheena just has this amazing legacy, from the pulps to comics to the TV show in the 50s with and it's got a really phenomenal fan base. So it's been interesting kind of immersing myself in Sheena lore and learning more about her. You know, it's one of those things I think I know this character, and then you start kind of digging in and find out new and interesting things, and then getting to put a little new spin on things yourself is always fun.
Nice. And issue 2 is out, and issue 3?
Issue 2 is just out. Issue 3 should be out in July. I'm not sure exactly which week, but and then I expect there'll be a collection, probably come fall or so.
And we can pick it up at Better Comic Book Store?
Better comic book stores everywhere. And my rule of thumb for a Better comic book store is whether they carry the comic I just worked on.
It's easy barometer.
Yeah, that way.
Sheena, Queen of the Jungle #3 is scheduled to be in stores July 30th.